conference.
100%.
But people who just troll for the sake of trolling are people who are just watching the world go by, wishing it was them doing certain things, who still stay with their parents, who are in their early 30s, their mom still does their bed, they don't know how to cook food.
Hello everyone, welcome to Menace the Monk. This is an impromptu video. Manas is with me, of course, like always. This one is an impromptu video, and we are talking about something that has, we have been talking about since last night actually. We're talking about the departure of Gini Wijnaldum and the statements that he's made. Very quickly, Manas, what do you make of the statements?
Just to mention the statement, this is what he said. The fans in the stadium and the fans in social media were two different things. In the stadium, I can say nothing bad about them. They always supported me. On social media, if we lost, I was the one who got the blame that I wanted to leave. There was a moment when I was like, wow, if they only knew what I'm doing to stay fit and play every game. There was a moment when I didn't feel loved. In the last 2 seasons, I had it few times. The media didn't help. There was a story like I didn't accept Liverpool's offer because I wanted more money, and the fans made it like, okay, he didn't get the offer, so he doesn't try his best to win games. Everyone looked like it, everything looked like it was against me. Some moments it was like, wow, me again. That's the statement made by Gini Wijnaldum. First of all, we have to admit he became a scapegoat.
Yeah, 100%.
On social media, I can proudly say I was never one of those. It's not about me, but I can proudly say that I was never one of those people who questioned his integrity, questioned his dedication when he did sign the contract or whatever the thing was. I never thought कि पैसे के लिए जा रहा है, is going out there for money and whatever. But the reality is, we have to understand now that it does affect people. Social media does affect people. I don't think social media is the reason that Gini Wijnaldum has left the club.
I agree.
But it is certainly one of the reasons which helped him make that decision. This is what I feel.
Look, social media, one of the very common things, and we keep hearing it as well, is people say, why don't you just ignore it? The point is that, for people like, even for even people like us, like it or not, it has become a part of your life, right? Especially for footballers, if we talk about them, the amount of, trolling, or the kind of comments that they get is incessant, it's merciless, and it's relentless in terms of the volume, right? So at some point it will start affecting you. Like you said, I do believe that online abuse is not the sole reason why Gini Wijnaldum left, but there was a period of, I can say, about it had been going on for some time, but there was a period of 4 to 5 months where it became just unbearable. The guy would just post links of a song that he would enjoy, and people would just go at him. It's look, there's a lot of there's a lot of, I don't know, it's not selfishness, it's a lot of I don't know how to put it. I mean, just because you support a club, of course we all want the club to win all the games that they play, but that's not gonna happen, right? I mean, when people do these things, it's, I don't know what they're looking to achieve. And there we are. I mean, online abuse, it's not just Gini Wijnaldum, Rashford. It's incessant, it's unnecessary, and it's pointless.
It's pointless, and like you mentioned about Rashford, like abhi jaise when England's 3 penalty misses were by black people, we saw what happened.
Yeah.
Every time someone black makes a mistake, it's out there on social media, it's racism. And then people say they are professional people, they're supposed to deal with it. Now, my question here is that how much can they deal with it? How much can, just because they are professional, just because if they're paid millions a month, they're supposed to deal with your bullshit. And they're human beings at the end of the day. I mean, just I'm nowhere near any footballer, but during the Euros, I switched off my notifications on Twitter because I know how much it would impact me. But there were times where I wanted to check my Twitter notifications as well, just because I know I cannot. So the urge for me to see what people are saying is even more. You know,
Exactly.
you get more curious. So when you read hate, especially by people your own, there is something wrong, and it's what we have to. I mean, just think about from Gini Wijnaldum situation. First of all, his supporters are giving him shit.
Yeah.
Secondly, he is probably the only player in the team who's playing every game. He's staying fit for every game. He's turning up for every game, and he's not getting the contract that he deserves. Okay,
On top of that, he gets
he
it.
yeah, he is there for every game. He's doing whatever Klopp wants. Everyone else around him is injured.
Yeah.
And this is how we value him as a club and not giving him the money that he deserves. The not when I use the word money, I mean the contract, the terms that he deserves. He's played every game for the last 2 3 years. He deserves the money. He's not getting that. Plus, he gets the shit from his own fans. Obviously, he's going to feel betrayed in a way by so many people around him. I don't blame Gini Wijnaldum at all. Nidhi, my question to you is: we saw a statement by Jimmy Carragher now,
Yeah.
which is doing the rounds as well. What do you make of that?
Look, I'm not going to react and say that whatever JV Carragher said is absolutely wrong. Look, that's what we said also, right? I mean, there was a feeling of not being appreciated well enough. Money was definitely one of the reasons why what happened, and whatever whichever club he ended up at. I mean, he went to PSG for some reason, right? I mean, yes, there is the project and all. Of course, money is, and why not? I mean, these people have dedicated their
Yeah,
entire lives to earn
yeah.
money. I mean, they train like demons from the time they punish their bodies to stay fit. They have a limited career. Why should they not make money? I mean, tomorrow if I get a job offer from somewhere that is offering me triple the pay, will it turn my head? For sure, right? Why not, right? So now coming to Jamie Carragher, I think that the problem with that statement is not the fact that he talks about money, which is a very valid point. It invalidates the fact, the effect that online abuse can have on a person. That is what
Yeah,
my problem is with that particular
same,
statement. And Jamie
same.
and Kara, we all love Kara, but he should know words do have effects, right? I mean, without going too much into specifics, I mean, he was involved in a certain act, and he said certain things. He should be, he should know the effect that words can have. So nothing against Jamie Carragher, but his statement came across as tone deaf to me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, to state that he moved on for money is your opinion,
Yeah.
and which we respect. And like you and me respect as well. If Genie has moved on for money, it's okay. We all, uh, I mean, we all need money in life, and we all want a fresh challenge, which is fine. But just to state something, just turn off the notification, be off the app. It's probably you're thick-skinned enough to deal with it. Others are not. But like you mentioned, if you are thick-skinned enough to do it, certain things would have not happened when you off the field as well. So if you claim or just ignore, so just ignore the person next to you in the car as well, no? In the
Yeah,
next car.
exactly. I mean, if
I love Jamie Carragher. I really love Jamie Carragher, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy. You cannot make a statement like that from an ex-footballer, ex-Liverpool legend. It just puts current Liverpool legend, always a Liverpool legend. It puts Gini Wijnaldum in a weird spot again. And now after the statement again, people are saying more shit about Gini Wijnaldum, which is validating his argument.
that's the point, right? the thing with social media, and I want to ask you about the social media fan, because look, there is a category, we cannot ignore it anymore. There are clubs who have to take social media seriously. Everything is happening on social media. Last season, the entire spectators, the entire fans were on, a large portion of it were on social media. That's how you were getting to know a reaction, because there were no fans in the stadium, right? So
Yeah.
I think and of course you can't paint everyone with the same brush, but there is a certain sect of fans who are narcissistic, who use clubs as accessories. When they don't get what they want, they will lash out, right? And it's a narcissistic trait. I want to ask you, this new age social media fan, this category, it's not going away anytime any soon. What is it that, again, I don't know whether our words will have any meaning, weight, whatever, but from from a YouTube channel perspective, wherein we try to make our conversations always factual. Of course there is emotion involved, but we try to make it factual. What do you have to say about, in this kind of situation, what is it that we as fans ought to do? We are nobody to tell anybody what they should, but there is a
Exactly. I
certain
mean,
line we have to drive.
so Nidhi, no one will have the same sensibilities, and like anywhere, people within Anfield as well, the 50 or 1,000 will have scousers who are those supporters as well who demand success and demand perfection without kicking a ball at a competitive level ever. You know, there will be people all around the world who are like that in India as well. You say the rise of social media fan, probably for them, for people who are born and raised over there, we are, even you and me are such fans, you know, because,
Right.
I'm not saying the thought process might be something like that. They will be, they are from India, Twitter say or YouTube pe video dekha rahega and they became fans. It could be that, it could not be that, but the reality is we are so far away ourselves. So how to deal with it, or there is no proper blueprint protocol how to be a good supporter or what is a bad supporter. But the reality is that people who troll are, see, criticizing is different and trolling is different. Like criticizing, I think people can do. Klopp also criticizes at times in
100%.
press conference.
100%.
But people who just troll for the sake of trolling are people who are just watching the world go by, wishing it was them doing certain things, who still stay with their parents, who are in their early 30s, their mom still does their bed, they don't know how to cook food. Uh, like everything is given to them on a platter and they watch television and they feel, Arey, yaar, I wish it was me. I feel bad for such people. I was seeing on Twitter two people who watch our channel regularly
Hmm.
were naming certain players as clowns. And I was just thinking to myself, did you just call a Liverpool legend a clown? Like, my point of view here is who on earth or what gives you the right to call someone of that stature a clown? Like, what have you accomplished in life? You've created a Twitter account, that is your biggest accomplishment. You
Yeah.
know, I feel I don't think I've answered your question, but I feel bad for people who troll because they have done nothing in life. Because if they had done anything in life, they would know what it takes to reach a certain level. So
You know,
just become more useful in life. Just do
yeah,
something with your life, and maybe the trolling will become lesser. Because if you are occupied in life, if you have goals in life, you will never troll because you'll work towards them. This is what I want to say.
yeah, absolutely. Look, it's absolutely fine to say that I don't like X player. I don't think he contributes well enough. I think that, he
Yeah,
should be sold. Those things are absolutely fine. I mean, it's an opinion. And, very frankly speaking, those things players also must deal with. But like you said, to call them names, one of the things was, again, I don't want to cuss, but, Spotify man, right? Spotify man, dude, he makes better playlists than you. I mean, your playlist has bloody, I don't know. Again, I don't want to get into that. I mean, उसका playlist is better than your, best. Like अगर तू 3 घंटे बैठ के playlist बनाएगा ना 5 song का, उसका 2 minute का playlist will also be better than you. So, I mean, what are you saying? I mean, narcissism. I mean, yes, you are a Liverpool fan. Yes, you want the best for the club. So does everybody else. That doesn't give you a right to go and abuse people.
Yeah. I mean, see, abuse. It's very important for people who are watching this video to realize when we say abuse, doesn't mean that when someone misses a chance, you don't abuse at that. No, we abuse as well. We abuse the best. If Klopp doesn't make a substitute, we abuse Klopp at that time as well. That's a different thing. It's not about, oh, be a son.
No,
Sadguru ke asan karo. The point is that it's your team, it's your club, it's your player. If you cannot respect your player, who is giving his best, and that's what Gini Wijnaldum felt. He didn't feel loved, which is simple as that. And when we feel, I think we will be stupid to think that this is not one of the reasons. It is. He didn't feel loved. Spotify man, what kuch bhi dale social media pe, if you troll him, why would he sign a new deal? Upar se owners are not giving him the money to sign what he feels he deserves. So he will just leave now. And जाते जाते उससे बोल दिया कि भाई तुम लोग were not good with me. Simple as that. उससे कुछ गलत नहीं बोला.
Dude, there was a goal which we considered in which he was trolled mercilessly for standing still, right? I mean, I can't wrap my head around it. That particular incident, I put it up on the image right now, wherein he was trolled, wherein the insinuation that was that he just stood still. I can't get into the explanation. These people, I mean, if you see something wrong with it, you have not played football ever in your life, and it's okay if you've not played it. At least try to understand it, right? He was not standing still because he didn't want to do anything, right? It's called holding a position. Passing sideways. There are times when passing sideways is the most intelligent choice to make. It's also the most difficult pass to make. It's not FIFA wherein you side pass man. That was another name that Gini Wijnaldum had was used against him. Side pass man.
Yes.
It's not easy to pass sideways. I mean, get into a football field and try. Okay, show me all your passes then. And again, I'm not expecting you to become a professional footballer, but at least try to learn the game which you allegedly love so much.
See, to expect people to play football, which is a very different thing, but like there are things that people have told me about Gini Wijnaldum which I was flabbergasted about.
Yeah.
Like one of the examples was, why does he score so many goals for Netherlands and he doesn't score those goals for Liverpool? He doesn't care about Liverpool. See, and I'm like, bro, अगर तू एक टीम के लिए अटैकर खेलेगा और फिर तू दूसरी टीम के लिए थोड़ा डीपर खेलेगा और तेरा रोल नहीं है अटैक करना, तो कौन से टीम में तू गोल ज्यादा मारेगा? लाइक ऐसे चीजें समझानी पड़ रही. लाइक how can like the level of delusion, or probably maybe it's a strong word, the level of dislike towards a player becomes so much that you lose sanity. Like, and like even in our lives, Gini की जब हम बात करते थे लोग Gini पे हंसते थे. Like, like, and I mean, these are the small things which added up, I think, in his departure. But Nidhi, to end it, let me ask you a question. If social media genuinely was a big reason for him to leave, was it a professional decision by Gini Wijnaldum? Like, I know it's tough. We spoke about the emotional question of it, but he will get shit everywhere he goes because that's professional football now.
I think, and again, this is I don't know, or I can't comment on what he felt. He felt something and he felt something. That's the long and short of it. I don't think the professionalism of Gini Wijnaldum can be questioned. But the point is that, he was part of some of our best memories. And I'm not just talking about the Barcelona game. He was part of some of our best memories. And, some of us, we contributed in him feeling not appreciated enough. Whether it's professional or not, Gini, Gini Wijnaldum is the best judge for that. But look, contracts, money, these things are not in our hands. We as fans can do certain things, and we should do that. And again, we are not here to tell you that you should not criticize players or you should not, talk about their performances. But abuse is just straight up wrong. There is no way to justify it. However frustrated you are, I can guarantee they are more frustrated than you when they lose a game.
Yeah, man. And I just to sum up the video, I mean, we are no one to give gyan about who is a correct supporter, who is a good supporter. We are no one to give gyan on that, and we'll never ever be. But all I just want to sum up as a layman who supports the club as well, whatever you say on social media, it adds up, and people do watch. People do read. And today a player has left. Maybe it's an excuse. Maybe he wanted more money. Maybe he wanted a fresh start. But I'm happy that a player has come out and said that, listen, I didn't like what people were saying. Simple as that.
Agreed.
And which, as supporters, now we need to read and be a little careful about. Like, ab tere ghar mein, your family member ultimately tells you something like that. Will you go up and tell the family member, listen, you're weak, you are this, you are that? If it's family, you say, na, we are Liverpool, this means more, you'll never walk alone, dreams and songs to sing. This is what all we claim. So when our family member says something you did was wrong, it's time to introspect. And I'm not saying introspect, look at yourself in the mirror, जैसे फरहान अख्तर करता है, भाग मिल्खा भाग में अपने आप को चमाट मारता है, वो सब करने की जरूरत नहीं. Just enjoy.
अगर वो सब कर रहे हो तो हमको वीडियो भेज देना.
जो ऐसे करके भेजेगा, हम उसको एक फ्री जर्सी देंगे at the end of the season. One best entry. If we get 100 also,
but real slaps, like those will determine if the slap quality is real or not.
Chalo guys, this was it. This was us just having a discussion on the Gini Wijnaldum statement. Very random, impromptu video. Jesse, you can see Nidhi has not even done his makeup today. He just came up for the video directly. So
makeup, huh? One more player that we have, Adrian. Please go easy on him. I know he's not the best goalkeepers. He knows he's third choice. Ideally, he should not be starting games if everybody else is fit as well. So please go easy on him as well. All said and done, he's a Liverpool player. Abuse, hate achieves nothing. Criticism is absolutely fine. Tag him and say your performance was not great, but don't tag him and say things like clown and all that. Again, this is a request. If you still want to go ahead and do it, please go ahead and do it. It's your prerogative. We are nobody to tell you what to do. But abuse and hate gets you nothing.
Absolutely. Chal Nidhi, let's end this video. Kafi lamba ho gaya again. I don't know how long this is, but this was it. The Gini Wijnaldum statement video. Take care. See you soon, guys. Let's hope we sign a few players.
Bye-bye.
Or let's have FSG after that. Bye.
Bye-bye.